Hi team, Coach Alexia here. I wanted to follow up on last week's video about some tips on goal setting by sharing some of my thoughts and processes, I guess, around goal setting for myself. I'm not a massive New Year's resolution fan myself. I don't particularly like setting out the next year in stone. I like to leave a little bit of degree of flexibility, and also personality wise, I am a very goal driven, to-do list, tick list person. So if I do set something and that has to change for whatever reason, I find that quite difficult to adapt to, and it doesn't encouraging good listening to my own body always. So I try and take a slightly more short-term approach. I also take it as the opportunity to reflect back on the previous year, what worked well, what didn't, what might I change and why. And it's led me to reflect back on a couple of fitness apps that I use that, sort of track your activity, common ones that then feed back and kind of gamify, give you little badges and little awards and little challenges, to get you doing more stuff, to basically get you using the app more, let's be honest. And I sat down and I mapped the sorts of things that these apps were rewarding, the sorts of things you got the little badges and the little ticks for, which I find really motivating, and actually sat down and thought, how much do they align with my own goals and the things that I know are important for my own fitness? And they didn't really. I think more often than not they went against my underlying goals. So my big starting point to this year has been to delete those apps. So what am I doing over the next 3 months? Say I've got a surgery coming up, so a lot of that will be led by that. So priority number one is going to be sleep. So 2 goals around that: meditating every day, because I find that's really useful to help me get to sleep quicker and sleep in a more kind of relaxed, less restless state. Having a good bedtime routine and a consistent bedtime. I've set myself a couple of goals around food. No processed sugars, definitely help for surgery recovery and reducing inflammation. It will, and also a goal around a percentage of basically cooked from scratch versus processed foods. So I may even start to experiment with baking my own bread. Wish me luck with that. And the final one is around maintaining consistency with my strength training. Now, heading into a surgery is not a good time to be kind of trying to push on with my fitness goals, but what I want to do is make sure I don't let that focus on strength drop off. So I have a couple of little challenges that I check in with myself every month just to see where I am with my strength training. I want to make sure I maintain that base level of strength that I've managed to achieve over the last year going into my surgery. So I'd be really excited to hear what your goals are. Some people like planning out the whole next year. Some people like picking races. For other people, it's maybe other things that are going to have a really good impact on your running, like sleep, like nutrition, that will be useful to tick off or to focus on. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've got any goals, and if I can help with any of them at all, just let me know.